Honestly, I have no idea what to do with your chicken.
Yeah, well, me neither. This is like, I should have given her a bath too, so that, like, I'm a little bit stressed out that she's gonna stink up the place, but her shavings are clean. I just put them in this morning. Do you want water? You thirsty? Not yet? Maybe later? Oh man, I'm gonna have to vacuum this room.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hello. Welcome to the Jason Show, everybody. That was real. That was real. Welcome to the show. What you just saw was real. I'll explain it in just a second. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Thank you so much for being here. I got to tell you, we've been on the air 8 seasons. We're getting ready. We're in the summer now. Season 9 begins in September. And over the years in TV, we get pitched a lot of stuff, you know? We get a lot of emails from a lot of PR people. And some people, I can't blame them. They don't know what this show's about. You're watching right now. You're like in Chicago, you just finished watching the 700 Club. And now you're watching us thinking, what is this? I get it. And I can't expect every PR person to know what this show's about. But sometimes it goes a little too far. Are you ready for this? I got an email yesterday from a PR person. And here's the subject line in the email. Best cities for naked biking. Well, judging by the reaction, I know what kind of studio audience this is today. That's right, naked bikers. But and I swear to Oprah, I'm not making this up. Would you like to know the top 10? I'm not going to give you the whole top 10. Number 9 on the list is a city our show is in, Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah. Madison. Number 7, thank you. Number 7, Chicago. Number 3, the number 3 on the list of the best cities to bike completely naked, Seattle. Bravo, Seattle. We promised to keep our clothes on today. Let's start the show. Come on, Leo, here we go. Oh, Seattle. Audience, give it up for Kendall Mark, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
The reason she's doing fabulous, audience, let me tell you what's going on. The studio audience heard. So Kendall is with child, due in September, right?
Yep, having a baby.
Kendall thought it would be a great idea to give me a little slice, because I'm never going to have kids. I'm not going to breed. She's like, oh, wouldn't it be great for Jason to get a slice of what it's like to take care of another life? Mm-hmm. So instead of renting like one of those little fake babies,
which we still might do. Who knows?
Kendall rented me a chicken to take care of for the entire day. Come here. Come on, can we see the chicken? Audience, give it up for Michelle and Doris. Let's do. Come over here. Come over here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a chicken. This is a real chicken. And does the damn thing have a harness on? She has a harness?
Yes. We'll walk her later.
A little. Oh, yeah. That's right. I get to walk her later.
That's part of the baby.
That's part of the baby. And I'm not joking, audience. I walked into the meeting room that you just saw in our cold open there, and Michelle can back me up. I'm not making this up. Oh, there's a nice close-up of the chicken, Leo. I walked into the meeting to meet Doris. Within 15 seconds, she crapped right on the desk. Yep. Right there. It's usually people's reaction to meet me. Okay, Doris, I'll walk you a little bit later, okay? Okay, there we go. Give it up for Michelle, everybody. You are loving this, aren't you?
I'm loving this so much.
Yeah.
Especially because you're like, oh my gosh, I just went to the bathroom on the table. And I'm like, that's what babies do too, so hey.
Yeah, well, no.
There you go.
And Kendall let me know, she goes, oh, and by the way, during the first commercial break, you're not going to be spending time with the studio audience. You're going to be walking the chicken
Yeah, just
for a
around
little walk.
the studio, you know.
So here's what I'm going to do. We're gonna make this the longest first segment ever, so I don't have to walk the chicken. Let's get started, everybody. Roll it, Leo. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Okay, this is real juicy, and it just broke about an hour ago. Breaking news over at CNN. We talked about this on Monday's show. Chris Licht, the CEO who let a reporter follow him around for months from The Atlantic, is stepping down. Boom, he's out at CNN. Chris has only been at the job for 16 months, but a series of programming missteps, questionable leadership choices, and that article took staff morale to an all-time low, and it wasn't great before that. According to Puck News, he'll be replaced on an interim basis by a former Jeff Zucker deputy, and that was the other regime, and a longtime CNN executive named Amy. No surprise. Look, that article, I'm sure their communications department thought it was a good idea. Oh, let's do a great piece about the new CNN.
Come along.
Come along. I'm going to let you have unfettered access to our new boss. It's going to be great. Because in all fairness, Mr. Licht has been before CNN, he got a lot of positive praise. Credit where credit's due. He invented Morning Joe with Joe Scarborough. He made CBS actually valuable in the morning. CBS morning shows, I mean, they had Captain Kangaroo for a while, and they were not competitive with the Today Show.
Right.
Or I'm not joking, they really did have good Captain Kangaroo. And then Chris came along and put Gayle King with Mervy Purvey, Charlie Rose, and then and did that to much success. And then Stephen Colbert was getting kicked in the butt every night by Jimmy Fallon. Chris Licht came in, worked with Stephen, and made The Late Show #1. My point in all this isn't to give you a biography or a resume of Chris. The guy was used to good news because he deserved it, but he made such horrible missteps. If I was the boss of Discovery, Warner, whatever the hell it's called, he would be gone too. He would be gone too, because you can't come back. You can't come back from that.
No, and they're still continuously not doing well. So he hasn't actually even done the job. Even if people had this like bad thoughts about him, they haven't done better like they all thought that they would. Plus, it sounds like a lot of the anchors are very much still tied to the old regime.
They are, and he did apologize. He had a meeting and he apologized, and I firmly believe in accepting people's apologies, and I've messed up before, I will again, and you give people second chances. It's not even about that, but there's such basement level problems, foundational problems at CNN. He's not going to be able to recover from that. I mean, he'll still have a great career. I'm telling you, what I think they should do, this is free programming advice, they need to get a show, just saying, they need to get a show once again like Larry King. And what I mean by that is an interviewer, I don't know who that is, an interviewer that gets the gets. Because whatever you want to say about the late Larry King, every newsmaker appeared on Larry King. No matter if they were in the news, they went on Larry King.
Right.
And they sat in front of a mic much like this one. Right. That's what you need to do. Next on the dish. So I went out, Tuesdays I have my girls' night. And I went out last night with my gal pal, Lisa Lacourcier. And this was the talk of where we were. We were at a place called Bunny's. Everyone was talking about this. And the only reason I knew anything about this subject is because of the Netflix show Full Swing. And that means it's time for the first ever in the history of our show, Sports with Jason.
Do we have a graphic for that?
We don't have a graphic because this will be the only time we ever do it. Yeah. There's a limited series. That's what this is. It's like the Thornbirds. Anyway, the PGA Tour stunned the sports world yesterday when they announced that they're merging with rival and Saudi Arabia-backed golf tour LIV. Now, LIV has been very controversial from the beginning because they paid some of the top PGA golfers tens of millions of dollars, like stupid money, to join their league. Those golfers were sometimes viewed as traitors, and now it appears with this, what they're calling a merger. Girl, it ain't no merger. Anyway, they can just go back to the PGA Tour without any consequences. Tens of millions of dollars richer. And the dude, what's the dude's name that's the guy head of the PGA? Monahan.
Yes, Monahan.
He's like, with Liv, when he was criticizing Liv, he was like, I care about the 9/11 families. And now he's like, well, because Saudi, the relationship between alleged between Saudi Arabia and the events of 9/11 and the families of 9/11 are up in arms. I'm wondering now, what is Rory McIlroy thinking? What's he going to say? What's Tiger? Rory's number 2, number 3 in the world? He was firmly on the side of the PGA being separate from Liv. How are their players going to react to this?
And from everything that we've read, none of the players, and these are people who are in the sports world, really know what's going on. None of the players had any idea this was going on. We really haven't heard from any of them, because people like Rory, who've been so adamant about it and talked about sports washing, which is a whole different topic, and people like Tiger Woods.
That's episode 2 of Sports with Jason. We'll talk about sports washing. Yeah.
And Tiger Woods, who turned down an allegedly $800 million contract, $800 million to stay with the PGA Tour. None of them are getting any of that money. All these guys who signed with Liv Golf now get to keep their money and come back into the PGA Tour. So it's like they were allowed to play in certain tournaments, but to be able to just come back in, which is what the tour always said you will never be able to do. There's been mountains of
even
litigation.
I knew that. Yes.
Yeah. Now they're just like, oh, well, just kidding.
And the commissioner Monahan said, I'm paraphrasing, he's like, I get why you would think that I'm hypocritical, but I think he said something like, I was dealing with the information that I had at the time. You have the same information today that you had last year. 9/11 happened 20-some years ago. Yeah. Anyway, this is what it's about right there. Lots more to come. We'll be back right after this, everybody. Back in a moment. Sports with Jason. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, get tickets to our show. We still have some seats available for this week and the next as we continue our run in Chicago. Hi, Chicago. Go to eventbrite.com. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. And please.
Only sign up for dates in which you can actually come.
Thank you, Kendall.
You're welcome.
We only say that every day. But
every day.
Every single day.
Yep.
Welcome back to the show. Rebecca Romaine and Mark Consuelos were on with Andy Cohen last night, quite literally the only late night show available right now. And they played a rapid fire game of agree or disagree. And that is our late night rewind.
One should never text a nude photo if one is famous. 1, 2, agree or disagree? Wow. Even with the head cut off?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Nowadays, a celebrity who gets married without a prenup is a serious dummy. 1, 2, agree or disagree? Okay. Kids referring to their parents by their first names instead of mom and dad is normal, not disrespectful. 1, 2, agree or disagree? Okay.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Wait, maybe I got it wrong.
Is it normal?
No, it's not normal.
Yeah, right. Oh, no, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate it when my
Yes,
kids
okay.
Yeah.
Rebecca Romaine would make an amazing Beverly Hills housewife. 1, 2, agree or disagree? Well, I mean, excuse me, you know you
so
would.
good.
You know you would. Now you
run
do.
that
I know
place.
you don't want to do
Jerry
it.
Jerry would be amazing
Oh,
on
forget it.
You should do it.
Yeah.
You should do it. Rebecca, you should do it. Maybe she's too, maybe she's too nice.
Oh yeah,
She might be too sweet for it.
Eaten alive.
I loved her, and I will always love her in Austin Powers. Was it Spy Who Shagged Me? She was in that one, the second one? Yeah, I think Spy Who Shagged Me.
Was she? Was that her?
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Oh,
and Kristen Johnson was also in that,
Got it.
the second one from Third Rock from the Sun. Next in the dish, two of our favorite people, Oprah and Gayle, posted another video from their series, The OG Chronicles. And they talked about their most recent vacation to Italy and a gift Gayle gave to Oprah. Look.
I was going to my favorite store, and they had pulled out racks of things, and I was buying things. And at the end of when I went up to pay the bill, they said Gayle had already paid. So that is the first time
that was a first.
That was the first time that ever happened to me.
That was a first. Yeah.
That Gayle paid for my shopping spree.
That was the first time. And I was so happy to be able to do that because I've never been.
And that was so memorable for me because I've done a lot of shopping sprees for other people.
Yes.
Nobody's ever done one for me. But now, Gayle, she's on CBS and CNN.
She's getting that dual network money. That's right. Well, are you surprised if you're Oprah Winfrey and you make Oprah Winfrey money?
Right.
You are going to be the one paying for everything.
Right.
It's not polite to assume that she would, but if you're sitting at a dinner with Oprah, are you really going to grab the check? You're going to grab the check, Jeff?
It's at McDonald's.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, if you're going to dinner with Oprah, it's probably somewhere I can't afford anyway. So I'm going, oh my God, please pay for this.
I was at a dinner one time, not with Oprah, but I was at a dinner one time in Malibu. And I know, guys, I'm not that fancy, but I was there with fancy people. And I'm there with Colin and my friend Jen, and we're sitting there, and the fancy guy at the table ordered, I heard, he was next to me, the waiter comes over and the rich guy goes, "We would like the wine list from the reserve." And I thought, the reserve?
Ooh.
Like, are they going to Falcon Crest for this wine?
I didn't even know you could ask for that.
So he orders this bottle of wine, and then he proceeds to order like a lobster shrimp cocktail, and everybody ordered steaks, and so the bill came at the end of the night. And he's next to me, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. The bill was folded in a way where I could see the price. It was $3,700. And I look, and guys, this is what my husband did.
Did he faint like a goat?
No.
Oh, okay.
Colin's sitting next to me, and you're my friend Jen. Colin goes like this. He goes in his wallet, and he pulls out a 20. And my friend Jen smacked that 20 out of his hand. She goes, "You put that away." She goes, "That's going to do nothing. Wipe your nose with that 20. That's not going to help us at all." And then the rich guy, thank God, we were all sweating, and finally no one was touching the bill, and finally he grabbed it, and I'm not joking, Colin's body language went from this to, just melted. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oprah paid, by the way, for that entire vacation for Gayle and all of their friends. Next in the dish, the golden buzzer came out again on America's Got Talent, and a blind Indonesian teenager had the crowd on their feet, and even Simon, who has like 3 emotions, was moved. Look at this.
You break my heart, break my home, make me so down in a loneliness. Should let me when I'm in love. I was so do I fall in you?
She's great. That's great. Simon, look at him. Simon got up, walked to the stage, and said he was so moved he wanted to hear another song before pressing the beloved golden buzzer. She got the golden buzzer. That's amazing. She has a great voice. You know what? And I know this sounds like sophomoric and but sometimes, you hear, not that that's a sob story, a sad story, but all of these shows play on the contestants' stories or personal stories. The emotional side. And sometimes you get caught up in the emotional story and you're rooting for them because of their circumstances and you feel bad. But sometimes it's like that young lady where their talent matches the emotion of their backstory, and you can root for them for all the right reasons. You know what I mean by that?
Right. And it's a really good show for someone with that kind of talent.
Absolutely.
You know? It's
absolutely.
amazing.
Next in the dish, the other day I got a chance to watch DC's latest new superhero movie, The Flash. Opens in a couple weeks. I saw it on Monday. I couldn't talk about it until just today. Before I give you my thoughts, if you missed it, here's a little bit of the trailer.
Love you, Mom. I love you too. So how was it this week? How's school?
School was good. Oh, this is mad trippy. Dude, this is catastrophic.
This world must die.
I'm not gonna lose her again. It's not Clark.
My name is Kara. I will help you.
Interesting group. Want some help? Wait, he's Batman?
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Well, James Gunn, who just took over DC Comics and is the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies for Marvel, once he took over DC Comics movies, he said that after screening this movie, he said this is one of the greatest comic book movies he's ever seen. I can't say that, but I can say this. The Flash is one of the best DC comic book movies I have ever seen. It's right on par with another great one, and they've had some problems. Hello, Justice League. It's right up there with Patty Jenkins' original Wonder Woman. This movie is so much fun. It is so smart in how they use a usual trope of these movies, time travel, in a very unique way to put all of these people in the same universe. Because you're wondering, how is Michael Keaton's Batman existing in the universe with Ezra Miller's The Flash, who is in the universe with Ben Affleck's Batman? I'm not going to reveal that because it's one of the many surprises. And the surprises in this movie are probably the whipped cream on this really great sundae. Usually when you hear, oh, there's a surprise cameo, there's a surprise here, you see the surprise in the movie theater and you're like, oh, that was great. Not in this movie. I will tell you, I'm a pop culture geek. I'm a movie geek. I reviewed movies for many years here in Minneapolis. The surprises are plentiful. The cameos, plentiful. And they are delightful. If you are a movie fan, if you're a pop culture fan, you'll go, oh. Voice went up really high right there. Anyway, Michael Keaton. Let me speak for a minute on Michael Keaton. Seeing him back as Batman reminds you of why quite possibly he is the best Batman. And he's a different... We see him differently. He's matured into his Bruce Wayne. I'm not going to say anything else. I will end with this. Can The Flash, though, run quick enough to run away from its star Ezra Miller, who, if you follow the news and pop culture, you know that Ezra is, and I'm putting this mildly, I'm not downplaying anything, they are a problematic star. They have been accused of some really heinous things. They have done some heinous things. So what I'm going to be watching very carefully is, will the public be able to separate Ezra from what is a really great movie and from what is really a great performance? And me complimenting them is not diminishing what they are accused of doing. I'm just here to tell you the truth, though. Ezra does an amazing job. He plays basically two versions of himself. And it's a home run. If he wasn't facing scandal, this would be a career-jumping performance. He would leapfrog to the top. Will that happen? I guess that's going to be up to us when The Flash hits theaters on June 16th.
All right.
Yeah, so there we go. It's really good. It is real good. Time to meet our first JVIP of the week. First up, it's Cole Hain from Hopkins. Sean, they love that I'm my genuine self, and the cast and crew and everyone else on the show is the same. Also loves our laughing and says it's infectious. Sean will get, that's right, Sean will get a Jason Show mug and is entered to win the monthly grand prize that includes coming to our studio and being a VIP guest, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. We're going to take a break, everybody. Much more ahead. Stay right there. Back in a moment. Coming up. You don't have to spend a ton to get a great glass of wine. Just ask wine diva Leslie Miller. She's here with her list of must-have wines for the season at a great price. Plus, you are drinking your wine and champagne out of the wrong glass. Leslie will explain. That plus an Indiana Jones game when we come back. And we're back. Back again. Well, welcome back. Not all wines are created equal, and not all good wines need to be expensive. Please welcome back to the show our wine diva, Leslie Miller from Amusé Wine and Sip Better. Now, I did this with Stephanie Hansen yesterday because you're new to the Chicago audience. How long have you been the wine diva? Not just here on the show, but you've been.
I have been a diva for a very long time. A very long time. But I have been with the show since our inception here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I've been the wine diva for a long time, but I've been in the wine industry for almost 25 years.
Oh my, and that's amazing considering you're 29. That's fantastic. No, and one of the things I love about Leslie is the same thing with Hansen yesterday. You're not shishi poo poo. You're not a fancy, because no, but wine people can intimidate us. Sommeliers scare the crap out of me. You know what I mean? Because they're talking about 18 grapes. I don't know what they're talking about. But one of the great things about you is you talk right at my dumb guy level. So, okay, what do we have today?
Well, we're featuring Father's Day Reds because there's a lot of people asking me, you know, what are the best wines that I can bring to a backyard barbecue, a picnic for Dad's Day?
Okay.
So I have so many fun things here for like $15 to $17 that I think are just bangers.
Which again, as I just said, you don't need to spend a ton, especially
don't.
if you're going to a BBQ.
Yes.
You don't need to be bringing a $30 bottle of wine to a
No,
BBQ.
you don't.
No.
Now we're gonna kick it off with this leader, and I love actually picking up leaders because you're
This
getting
one right
a
here?
bigger bang for your dollar. I love really fetching wines from all over the globe. So we're gonna start right away with Slovenia. I would chill
What's a
this.
liter?
A liter, it's 1 liters. Like a 1 liter volume.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was follow the leader. Oh no, okay, yeah, okay. I got it. Audience, I'm a little slow today. Okay.
Drink
Go
some
ahead.
wine. Drink some wine.
I'll be fine by wine 3.
Bigger than 750 milliliters. That's why I like it, because I think, you know, you're getting more for your dollar. This is only $15. This is a combination of grapes. It is light bodied, and actually I would chill this. Now, chillable reds, we've talked about this before, but if it has a lighter body sort of style to it, you can see that it's almost see-through.
Yeah.
Put a little baby chill on it, meaning pop it on top of ice for about 5 minutes before you.
That's a baby chill?
A baby chill.
A baby chill, audience.
A baby chill. We're featuring baby. A lot of
chicken
baby
chill.
talk.
Yeah, there we go.
But I like it because it goes with vegetarian, vegan, dips, chips, things like that in the backyard.
Really like that one.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
$15 for all that wine.
That's a real big winner for me. That is the perfect level of sweetness and dry for me right there.
It has that yummy fruit complex. Okay, we're going to talk about this glass today because this is going to be fun later today.
Yeah.
But this is a little Pinot Noir, and this is from Australia. And we don't always think about Australian Pinot Noirs. We think about California, Oregon, France. But this is actually one of those Pinots that's so great for Cabernet drinkers, because sometimes Pinot Noir as a light-bodied grape is just not enough for cab drinkers. And I like this dark fruited style. It's a little bit warmer of a region in Victoria. Again, it's only $17, and I just think it's so delicious. It's
Yeah, and
great with
another thing you'll notice about Leslie too, nothing wrong with big places and big labels, but she really spotlights smaller growers, independent growers, and this is really good.
Yeah, it's
this
so beautiful.
is really good, everybody.
Dark fruit notes to it.
Yeah.
So good with brats, turkey burgers, things like that.
And you said around 17 bucks?
$17.
Can't go wrong with that.
Now we're gonna go to Morocco.
I love Morocco. I love Morocco. That's right. And I love Morocco at Epcot Center too. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I bet you they don't have wine at the Epcot Moroccan site.
You haven't been there with me. Yeah. There's wine at Morocco, fake Morocco and Epcot, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So here is, this is only $16. This is always really mesmerizing to me that you can get something, you know, from so far away for this price point, because they have to grow it, they make it, they put it into the bottle, it ships across the sea and it comes here. This is a combination of grapes. So this is Cabernet, Grenache, Merlot, and Syrah. So some of those other grapes that they blend with Cabernet give a touch more of smoke and pepper, kind of a layered personality.
This is way smokier. Way smokier than these two.
Yes.
So and I'm not a big smoky guy. So I prefer these two, but this is delightful if you do like that.
That little snitch of pepper, great.
Yes. Yeah.
Now this one, actually one of my best friends calls this the baby bird wine. She loves to give this to a lot of people who are having babies. Why are we talking about so many babies so much?
Did you say baby bird?
Baby bird, she calls it the baby bird
Wait, do you
wine.
put it in their mouth for them? Yeah. Dear Leslie.
The baby bird wine. There's a little baby bird on the front of it. And so, you know, when one of her friends has babies, she loves to, you know, give it as a gift. It's $14. And I think that this is, I mean, people come back to the store, you know, over and over and over for this wine. This is Cabernet Franc.
Cabernet Franc.
Franc, which is different than Cabernet Sauvignon. So Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc had a baby.
Was it a baby bird?
It was not a baby, it was a
Okay.
baby grape. And the grape was Cabernet Sauvignon. But Cabernet Franc is kind of medium. It's not full-bodied like that.
In order, and we have one more we'll do after the break, but these are the best. Then I like baby bird.
Okay.
And then Morocco.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We have one more. Plus, we have one more. Also, I'm just going to be blunt. You are drinking wine and champagne out of the wrong glass. You are. And
True.
it matters. That's right. I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm not. I'm just saying. We'll tell you why when we come back. Back after this. And we're back, friends. Thanks for being here. We're back with Leslie Miller. In just a second, we're going to do something that we did one other time, and it was a huge hit. And we're going to do it again, and you'll see what that is. But first, we have one more wine to try.
We have one more. This is Le Jaja de Gao. Now, this is a fun little...
Say that again?
Le Jaja de Gao.
La Jaja Gabor. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Whatever. Okay, what is this? Yeah.
So this is 100% Cabernet. This is Southern France. Now, when you're grabbing wines from Southern France, they're a little less expensive than its birthplace, Bordeaux. So this is only $14 on the shelf. Again, $14 for a Cabernet. That's really hard to find from a really small grower these days.
This is really good. This is Jaja.
Yes, it's Jaja. Great with burgers, all of the things.
And
really
there it
nice
is right there. It's a cool label too, Leslie.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's this woman who apparently loves to paint nudes. In France. Maybe it is Jaja Gabor.
I mean, well, she's dead, but I mean, you know, well, any woman that paints nudes and grows wine is a friend of mine.
Yes.
So I don't know, it was a couple seasons ago, Leslie did this segment, and we were like, oh, this will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It turned into a thing.
Yes.
Because people did not know this. It was a learning moment. Oprah calls them aha moments.
Yes.
Bluntly, you are drinking out of the wrong glass. Mm-hmm. You really are. Mm-hmm. Leslie, explain.
Okay, so most people have a flute. Now, I don't even have a flute in my house because I basically threw them all away.
She did, everyone.
I did. And the last time that we did this, people were calling me from all over the place saying, what am I supposed to do with my flutes? I said, put them on your garage sale next weekend. Because they're great for Jell-O shots, things like that, desserts, all the other things that you can use with a flute. So the flute was originally invented to keep sort of what I call the Ferris wheel of bubbles circulating to the top of the glass.
Okay.
So the wine stays fizzy. right?
Got it.
Then we had this adorable little coupe. Remember having bubblies out of coupes?
Yes.
So coupes were
And that glass is called a coupe, everyone.
It's
that
called
one.
a coupe, yes. It's a little flatter. Again, now the bubbles kind of flatten out. But really, if you were going to smell wine, you can't smell wine out of either of these two vessels. Now, this is the glass. If you are having wine from the region of Champagne, so it says Champagne on the label.
Because Champagne isn't the name, it's the region.
The region,
which
yes.
I didn't know that until I met Leslie,
Yes.
so I'm just saying, yeah.
And
yeah.
there are 3 grapes in this region: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. So if you are having, for instance, like an Oregon bubbly, this is always traditional grapes: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. And so is California. If you're having those grapes, you need to have it out of a Burgundy glass.
Okay, now, right about now, you're thinking what I thought several years ago. Leslie, you're just being shishi poo poo,
Yeah.
and there's no reason for this, but there is a reason.
There is a reason. So the Riedel family, people are always like, why do you talk about the Riedels? Look, they've done all the science. I don't work for them. I just love science, and I love this kind of nerdiness. So the wine actually falls into the sides of your cheeks, and it grabs this acidity from the sides of your cheeks, and it pulls it through the fruit forward notes of those grapes.
That's why.
Yes.
The way it enters, this is...
How it enters your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird sentence to say, but it helps the wine to enter your mouth properly. Right?
That's correct, yes.
So it tastes better.
It does, and you can smell it. There's a little pinch nose on this Burgundy glass as well, and so when you're giving the wine a nice big swirl, all the aromatics, listen, also the region of Champagne is going massively up in price. If you're spending $100+ on a bottle of wine, please, for the love of Christmas cookies, put it into the right glass.
For the love of Christmas cookies. If you're spending that much on a bottle of champagne, and if you are, please come to Minneapolis, and I would love to be your friend. Put it in the right glass.
Yes.
You're always the right glass for me.
Oh.
I don't even know what that means. Leslie Miller, everybody, for more information, go to amusewine.com or if you visit the Twin Cities, visit her wine shop, Sip Better, in the trendy North Loop neighborhood of Minneapolis. I know, it's very trendy. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Cheers. Oh, wait, no, I want this one. I love this one. Welcome back, friends. Well, only a few weeks to go until the return of Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is the 5th movie in the iconic franchise. It opens June 30th, as they say, at a theater near you. But this week, all 4 of the previous Indiana Jones movies were made available on 4K Ultra HD for the very first time, with remastering approved by the one and only director Steven Spielberg. Indy is the inspiration for today's game. It's game time, everybody! Now, today I want to know how much you know about Indiana. Not the movie character, but my home state, Indiana. Hi, Hoosiers watching. We're calling it a Jason Show pop quiz. When you hear the Indiana Jones whip sound, I'm gonna... That sound effect cost us $400. That's right. Half of our... What? Just, yeah. Every time you hear that whip sound, I'm going to quiz Kendall to see if she knows the answer, okay?
God. Okay.
That's right.
I didn't look at this at all.
No, it's fine.
I thought this was about Indiana Jones.
No, it's about Indiana the state, not Indiana Jones. But
Great.
And here's the worst part. No pressure. I don't want to put pressure on you. I would rather walk on my lips than pressure you. But if you don't do well, the audience doesn't get prizes.
He's lying to you. Don't turn on me yet.
Yeah, no. No, you'll turn on her shortly. Here we go. You ready, Kendall?
Yes.
What was that?
Oh, that was.
Oh my God, that was terrifying.
I think the baby just moved.
Oh my God, did you have the baby?
The baby just woke up.
My God. I think the chicken just keeled over. Anyway.
Doris?
here we go. Kendall.
Yeah.
Indiana is the Hoosier state. What is a Hoosier? A bird. B, a weapon. C, mythical creature. D, nobody knows.
I'm going with nobody knows.
You are right.
Oh, really?
Nobody knows. We just called our... No.
Isn't it like a corn?
We have no idea. Okay, next question.
Is he going into labor?
Oh my gosh! You do know the point of being in Chicago is we want to stay in Chicago. Okay, here we go.
Okay. The baby's literally moving right now.
Okay, here we go. If you have that baby, though, you're naming it Indiana. Okay. Here you go. Kendall, Indiana is the top producer in America of what crop? Sweet corn, popcorn, green beans, or watermelon?
Okay, I would have thought Iowa was corn, but I'm going to go with sweet corn, because maybe it's a different kind of corn.
No.
What is it?
No, it is B, popcorn.
Really? What?
And it beat out Nebraska 2 years ago.
Oh.
Okay, audience, don't worry. She has to get a few more wrong for you to be losers.
So sorry.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Here's the next question.
Good God. Okay.
This cartoon animal is from Indiana. Is the cartoon character Garfield, Snoopy, Donald Duck, or Bugs Bunny?
Can I phone a friend? Aaron,
No.
do you know?
No.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
Aaron, don't you dare help her. Audience coordinator Aaron
Literally,
is...
none of you know? This
No.
is not helping. Is it Garfield?
You are right. Garfield.
The cat.
Okay, here we go. Here's our next question.
I'm Miss Lappy.
I have no idea what is happening with my show. Okay, here we go. Hey, Kendall, you ready?
What? Yep.
Michael Jackson's family. Michael Jackson grew up in what Indiana city? Indianapolis, Gary, Michigan City, or South Bend?
Well, didn't they grow up in Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana?
Sure, go ahead and sing. Yeah, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
That's right, yeah.
I did know that. I got that.
Okay. Next question. This is the.
Am I going into labor? I don't know.
Are you going into labor right now?
Maybe,
Okay.
I can't tell.
Hey, Kendall, which of these Today Show hosts was born in Indiana? Katie Couric, Jane Pauley, Savannah Guthrie, or Bryant Gumbel?
Katie Couric seems like she would be I think she's from the Midwest. So I'm gonna go with Katie Couric.
I'm sorry, no.
Who is it?
She's from Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia. It was the one and only Jane Pauley.
Oh.
Jane Pauley. But don't worry, even though Kendall's a little bit of a loser, the audience is not.
Life on the open seas.
What is happening? Are we still?
Leo is having more fun. Director Leo is having more fun today. Anyway, listen to this, audience. You're each going home with a copy of all 4 Indiana Jones movies, now available on 4K Ultra HD. Your copy of each movie comes with a digital code so you can watch it wherever you want, even if you're away from your DVD.
Life on the open seas.
Is that the chicken or Leo?
I don't know.
Yeah, wise guy, eh?
We'll be right back in a moment. It's time for the world's shortest segment. iPhones are getting dirtier, and I'm not talking about germs. Apple's switching to an AI-powered autocorrect, meaning the interface will be tailored to the user and not the dictionary. That will make it easier for users to type out swear words without automatic autocorrects. Apple says the goal is to not use correct words users intentionally type. So we'll be able to say duck and like cherry and other words. I don't know. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Chicken, ravioli. is time for the surprise goodbye. You know, I don't know what's in this segment until we read it right now today. Forget the players on the ice. The TV reporter becomes the real star of the Stanley Cup Game 2. Samantha Rivera is a reporter at CBS Miami and in Las Vegas to cover the series. During a live report, a rowdy fan tried to get into her shop, but she stiff-armed the guy. You go! If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.